من يفتح هو فات سكر غشاش زي يلا التحدي نشوف من يفتح اول.
We spent 3 beautiful days on Mصيرة Island, got to see some camels, got to ride a ferry twice, and got to spend time on these pristine, beautiful beaches that this island has to offer. We also got to tour the island on our electric dirt bikes, the Saran and the Teleria. This is the Mصيرة Island episode. If you haven't yet, subscribe.
Alright, lights out. How are you guys doing? Oh, it's hot in Muscat. We are headed on our way to Mصيرة. It's going to be a nighttime trip. We're going to stop in Shenna first. But before we do all of that, time to get some coffee. First things first, stop for gas, get some coffee, and then make our way.
Mصيرة is one of my favorite spots to visit in Oman, and this time is going to be even more special because we had both the Sting and the Light BX with us to try out in Mصيرة Island.
What's your name? So Nadeem here from Oman Oil is helping me fill my jerry can. And the reason why we're filling the jerry can is because on the way to Mhout, as soon as you get to Sinao, after Sinao 10 p.m, no petrol stations. So you better be safe than to be sorry.
So the route is going to take us from Muscat all the way to Shenna, which is about a 4.5-hour drive. We're going to camp out in Shenna overnight and then catch the ferry in the morning to Mصيرة Island. Me and Khalid made our way to our meeting point with the rest of the crew, which was going to be Shenna Port. And this time on this trip, we had both the dirt bikes. We had Ali Jafar and Nawaf in the Dodge Ram, me in the Tacoma with Karo, Khalid and Lucy in the Power Wagon, and Hamad al-Dakhil from Kuwait in his beautiful LC200. This was going to be one epic trip. One thing that a lot of people asked me was how do they book their tickets to Mصيرة Island? Well, this is the easiest way at the moment. Ideally, you'd want to be able to book your ticket online, but unfortunately, the online portal is not working. So you're going to have to call the offices of the National Ferries Company or get to a closest Muwasalat office and buy your ticket by yourself. The other thing that I want you guys to look out for is sand dunes on the way and camels. From Sinao to Mhout, those are the biggest dangers that you'll see. And if you're going to Mصيرة and you want some luxury, then the Mصيرة Beach Resort is one of the best places to stay. Kitesurf Beach Camp is also awesome, and of course the island has beautiful beaches for everyone to enjoy. We arrived to our camp spot right at the break of dawn, set up our camp, and it was time for us to get some shut-eye before we had to wake up around 8 a.m. to catch the ferry at 9 to Mصيرة. Time to get up. Pretty good weather actually. My view is out of this world. What's up, buddy? Soon enough, all of us were up. We packed up our tents. The quick pitch tent, of course, closes in just a few seconds. I love this. That's why it's called quick pitch. And then we made our way towards the ticketing office to get our boarding passes to the ferry.
Time for us to head to the NFC office, get our... We booked online, we got our tickets... well, not online, we booked it in the office in Muscat. They gave us the e-tickets, but to get the boarding pass, you still need to go to the office on the port. So we're headed there, and then we're off to the port. The guys are just packing up. Toilet's already ready. Got our tickets. So for those of you that are asking, it's 10 riyals per four-wheel drive, and then each person is 3.6 riyals, and then you add the VAT to that. So it's not very expensive a round trip. For me in the car, they don't count car, of course, Costs about 28 riyals going and coming back. It's not bad. And here we go to the Abara. That's what it's called what it's called. Abara. What does that mean? It means that it gets you across. Abara.
Another super quick tip is that the road to the Shanna port is one of the best spots to go fishing.
We have our rooftop tents. We're the last people to get into the ferry because of the height issue. Just waiting for it to fill up and then we will go in as well.
So for clarity, there are two kinds of ferries available at Shanna port or Mosira port. Local ferries and the ferries that belong to the Muwasalat company. These Muwasalat ferries are the ones that I would recommend you take because they run on a schedule and that does not change. It's like clockwork. So we left Shanna port exactly at 9 a.m. making our way towards Mosira Island. The trip will take us about an hour, 10 minutes.
So we're on the ferry at the moment. It's an hour's ride from here to Mosira. Weather is really good. The ferry is pretty comfortable. I prefer to stay in the car. So me and Karo can't get down. He's not allowed to get down on the ferry. No animals are allowed to get down on the ferry. So we just chill in the car. It's a nice ride. Probably catch some sleep.
And just like clockwork, an hour, 10 minutes later, there it was, Mosira Island. This is where the adventure begins. So the goal from part 1 of our Mosira trip was to get you guys to know how and what you need to do to get to the island. Now I know this island like the back of my hand, so the next episode I'm going to share with you some of the best camping locations on the island and what sites you have to go see. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And keep exploring.